Hey, Don, thanks so much for doing this collab with us. We are super excited to do this with you. If you guys don't know who Don is, I want to just add a little page here. Look at this. This is her page. If you are coming from my channel and our small little channel, and you don't know who Sensible Living with Money Mom is, you should totally go there and hit the subscribe button. I'm going to take the things off, but you can see that she has an amazing channel here and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, thanks, Don, for doing this collab with us today. And so really, she asked me a question of what is financial independence? What is financial independence? So that's what we're going to talk about. Now, she mentioned that we're entrepreneurs. And here's the thing. You may not define yourself as an entrepreneur, but for most people, entrepreneurial thinking is required to achieve financial independence, especially in the 2020s with all of this craziness happening in the world. Dawn says that she's not an entrepreneur, but here's the thing that I've told her. She's creating a YouTube channel and she generates money from ads on videos that she created previously. And she mentioned that in this, in her video that she shared today. That brings her happiness to create something, and it gives her money too. So it brings her happiness and it gives her money, right? So that's cool. When it comes to financial independence, everyone needs to create their own definition. Like she said before, that definition is different for every person. And it's not likely sitting on the beach drinking Mai Tais, like she said as well. So if you're thinking you're going to just sit on the beach drinking Mai Tais, well, maybe, but probably not. Sorry to say. So anyway, Amanda, she's the smart one in the bunch here. She's going to share some of her thoughts about financial independence.
Yeah, we've got some thoughts about how to define financial independence for yourself with your unique story, whether you define yourself as an entrepreneur or not. So first of all, we have to put this out there. Complete financial independence is impossible. You're always dependent on
impossible or impossible?
Impossible.
Impossible.
You're always dependent on others, whether it's for them to do their job so your stock value goes up, or for them not to cause pollution that destroys your permaculture and your ability to grow your own food. Financial independence is really a scale or a spectrum, with complete financial dependence on one side and complete financial independence on the other side. And we're all in the middle, heading one direction or the other. And you can't even stand still on this scale because there's so many outside forces like inflation, for example, that are always causing you to move toward more financial independence or more financial dependence. So keep that in mind. And now we'll get into defining what the spectrum of financial independence is like and what it looks like to move toward financial independence. We really like this quotation from a book called Your Money or Your Life. Brandon, can you read that definition that quotation for us?
Yes. So the definition, what it says is financial independence encompasses a lot more than having a second income.
Secure income.
Secure income. It's also independence from crippling financial beliefs, crippling debt, and a crippling inability to manage modern conveniences. Financial independence is anything that frees you from a dependence on money to handle your life.
So I'm going to go through some of the key phrases in that quotation and explore them a little bit, what they could mean, keeping in mind that everyone's unique and you have to apply this to your specific situation. So first, they mention no crippling debt. When a person is financially independent, any debt they have is manageable. Maybe even there's a place for an improvement on debt-free. At a minimum, debt is not crippling, but maybe just possibly leveraging debt smartly helps bring more financial independence. They also mention managing modern conveniences. I mean, cars break down, cell phones need replaced, roofs need repaired, medical care has deductibles, college tuition isn't always free. Financial independence means having enough funds to cover these things or the ability to choose not to have them. I mean, really, you don't have to have the latest smartphone. Your kids don't have to go to college. You might need to repair your roof, but there might be ways to do that less expensively than others, right? So managing modern conveniences. And then another thing they mention is no crippling financial beliefs. This one is so important. What we believe about money is maybe the most important part of financial independence because it informs everything else. And we spend a lot of time on our channel talking about crippling financial beliefs and how to have a positive money mindset. Then, of course, there's secure income. Maybe a second income, like Brandon accidentally said, but they say secure income. A truly financially independent person's income can't be taken away by getting fired from a job, a stock market crash, fees, reduced by inflation, the closing of their business, YouTube saying we're not going to do ads anymore, or anything else. Their income is truly secure. Finally, they end this quote with this idea of it frees you from a dependence on money to handle your life. And I think this is beautiful. What might reducing your dependence on money look like? I came up with a few examples to help get your mind rolling on this. It might mean living in community so that you are able to care for each other's children rather than paying for childcare, like our grandparents used to do. Childcare didn't really exist until more recently in history.
Yeah, and that's something that we do now. I mean, we have our mother-in-law living with us, and she watches our son, and that is super helpful for us.
Yeah. Or it used to be like the kids after school would just go over to the neighbor's house or whatever, and the neighbors are fine with that. Maybe it's growing your own food rather than paying for it with cash. Maybe it's entertaining ourselves rather than paying for monthly subscriptions to entertain us. We could go on and
on with the examples of reducing your dependence on money, like a lot. Now, what we'd love you to do is share your ideas in the comments. How are you doing these pieces, these 4 or 5 things, and all of that? So really, we appreciate defining financial independence, this collab that we've done with Dawn, and her pursuit for that, and how she is doing that and showing it to you, her audience. I hope that this has brought you and your audience, Dawn, clarity and inspiration for your journey towards a more financially independent life. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. And again, we dive deeper into these topics here on this channel all the time. We do daily videos, much like she does, and Amanda does a lot on these videos, and you'll love the content that she creates.
Thanks, and my apologies for my cold today and coughing a little bit. I promise I don't do that on other videos.
Yeah, there might be a few that she does that, but that's because as you do videos, well, we are real people and things happen. So thanks, Dawn, for this. And again, if you don't know her, go check her out at Centsible Living with Money Mom.